Can you describe the participants who attended the Youth Tech Festival last month?
This was the second Youth Tech Festival, and this year the main theme was women and political participation, supporting women in the coming elections. And the participants came from all over the country. There was kind of registration. We received 500, nearly around 500 applications, and we accepted 175 applications from the 12 governorates of Jordan. So they came from the north, from Ramtha, to the south, from Aqaba and Ma'an, and equally girls and boys, young women and young men.
What kinds of activities did you use to engage the youth to promote women's political participation?
Well, there was the Tech Festival, in fact, focusing on two aspects. One is the content, why women in the parliament, why we should support women. We focus on equal rights, citizenship issues, constitutional rights, the law and the seats reserved for women, and all of these, and the previous experience with women candidates who were in fact good comparing with men. And also there was this educational part of how to campaign for women, what campaigns mean, communication skills, all of these things, and then some technical training on how to use the internet and the computer tools to develop kind of support to women candidates, and how we can raise these issues through using the internet. And in the conference there was this part of educational part, and then the technical part, and then the working groups part, which was based on government. Each government were one group, and they developed something. Some of them they developed a website for female candidates. Some they developed some media campaign, some short documentaries, some bloggings, some, they choose different ways and tools, and they develop their own ideas. And it was really amazing the way they were in a very short period of time they were developing this. They were, for example, interviewing people who are in the lobby in the hotel or in the street, and they went out to the streets, do these interviews, and they put it on the internet to respond to the questions related to women participation. And also they raised the issues that may be problematic for women, and they suggest ways on how we can, for example, financial support for women, how we can support women financially when they run to the elections, how we can make their media campaign with no cost, all of these things. And I think it was really an opportunity for both young men and women to work together, and also for the different governments to come to spend 2 days and they have together, and to get to know each other and to learn from their experience, especially because we invited some participants from other countries around Jordan, and they were also presenting their own views and their own experiences, and that was really very much learning process.
So since the Institute, how have they been involved on an ongoing basis in these campaigns?
Well, first of all, there are some who were invited last year, and they continue to be volunteers in the youth committee in Sisterhood is Global Institute Jordan. And of course, some were very good in their work, so they became facilitators in the new in the second festival. Last conference we had only 7 facilitators. This conference we had more than 16 facilitators, and some of them were participants in the first conference, and they went into some trainings, preparations to the new conference. They got some training. They reviewed the results of the previous conference. They exchange information and knowledge, and they use the IT, making IT our own manual. So it was the basis of the way they work with youth in this conference, and as a result they decided that the next Youth Tech Festival will focus on job opportunities and women contribution to the economy.
So what types of group and individual projects are they taking on for the next meeting?
We announced that there will be an award for the best actual project to support female candidates. So by the end of October, we will review all the projects and we will give awards to the best, the three top ones. So all the governors, all the participants on an individual basis and the group basis are involved in developing their projects further. This is one thing. The other thing is that all their contacts are with us, and they will be invited to different activities related to other topics, not necessarily tech issues or specific. They may be invited to the leadership, for example, training or human rights training or citizenship training, our manuals that exist. So they will be our representatives in the different governments. So they are now linked to the youth committee. Some of them are already members in other youth structures, such as the National Council for Youth, such as the We Are All Jordan committees, such as the youth clubs in some governorates. So they are already related to other youth structures, but the coordination and the communication will continue with them.
Was there something that surprised you during the Institute or really stood out to you?
First of all, the will to participate. We never thought that this number of people, of young people, will be willing to be part of this conference. I hope that we will be able to include all of them. All the applications will be accepted for different activities. So the names are there. We will include them and invite them to other activities. The second thing, the level of development in their thinking of their role and the need to have equal rights for male, female, especially when it comes to young men coming from the rural areas, where we thought usually that they are less developed in supporting women in public life than the urban areas, but we discovered that was not true. They were really believe in women participation, and they work with their colleagues from the same area in a very progressive way. And I thought that their skills in using the internet is much developed than what we thought in the beginning. So they need less education or training on the technical side than what believe. I think youth are doing great when it comes to IT issues, more than women, because we have this program for women also. But women, especially who are over maybe 40, are not, they are illiterate in using IT. So when you conduct any training for them, it is the minimum always. But with young people, they are teaching us how to use it and how to find new ways and new possibilities on the internet. And what surprised me also is the level of support that we got from different agencies to this initiatives, this event. Communication companies or democratic institutions or universities. Even after the conference, we received a lot of complaints why we were not included, especially from universities. So I think we may be able to, this is one idea, I don't know practically if we will be able to implement it, but I hope that we will have a tech festival in each government, not necessarily in the capital always. And we may also cooperate with some universities later on. And the young people are so creative, and so their imagination is so, practical even, and they can implement their dreams quickly and their ideas quickly. In just few hours they were able to develop the short films and websites and different things, which I thought very, very important. But what we need now is to make it more well organized, so we can benefit from the first, second and third conference, and to build the capacity of at least a core group who can expand the benefits to other groups to benefit from the IT manual and from the opportunity to work on specific issues using the IT. Maybe sustainability is very important. It should not be only every summer that we have this conference. Maybe we need some type of work in between the whole year, and we will find ways to have it. Maybe the youth website can include all these initiatives together.
What do you see as the possibilities for IT and social networking for enhancing youth participation?
Well, I think, as we all know, that the new IT technologies is really saving time, energy, cost in passing the word, in encouraging individuals to do specific actions. So, as much as we use these tools, as much as we can gain from it to support specific women in running to the elections, and now even the candidates themselves, they are contacting us to benefit from this possibility, and they are asking if there is any volunteers who are ready and well trained to support them in developing their communication strategies and documentation issues, and and using the IT for their campaigns. So I think there are a lot of possibilities. And it is important because young people are really very clever and very quick in using these things. And I think every candidate needs a group of volunteers who are really well in using IT.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I want to share one idea, is that maybe it's important to expand the experience from national level to regional and international level, because young people all around the world can benefit from their different experiences. And I hope that a group of Jordanian young people who participated in the two conferences can participate in something on regional and international level. And maybe we can next time invite some young people like what who we meet last day in our event from Salem College, for example. I was thinking automatically that maybe we need to invite some of them to our next conference. I think this, because IT is helping, crossing the borders and making the distance short and all of this. So we need to benefit from that. And the initiative need more focus by us as NGO to make it a real movement that young people are involved in for the cause of women issues.
Thank you.